Steelers Nation, get ready for a gridiron journey that spans from legendary plays to the highs and lows of recent matchups. In our first tale, we delve into the storied career of James Harrison, a Steelers titan who left an indelible mark on the game. Ben Roethlisberger's call for him to enter the Hall of Fame echoes through the echoes of history. But what iconic moment could secure his spot? Stick around to discover the magic that made Harrison a football wizard. Hit that like button if you're ready for a trip down Steelers memory lane. But before we unlock the secrets of James Harrison's gridiron prowess, let's shift to the present, where Coach Mike Tomlin issues a challenge to one of the current Steelers stars. Diontae Johnson, a key player in the recent Week 12 victory, faces scrutiny for his emotional control on the field. Can Johnson rise above the criticism and maintain his game-changing contributions? Stay tuned to find out. Former Pittsburgh Steelers player James Harrison played like a football superhero for 14 seasons. Now, some people think he should be in the Hall of Fame. One of his friends, Ben Roethlisberger, who won the Super Bowl twice as the Steelers quarterback, says James Harrison deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. Why? Because of a super cool play he made in the Super Bowl that everyone remembers. It's so famous that if you put a picture of that moment behind a statue of James Harrison, he should definitely get into the Hall of Fame. The Hall of Fame is a special place for the best football players ever. James Harrison was like a football wizard on the field. He was tough and made big plays that could change the game. Ben Roethlisberger, who watched James Harrison from the sidelines, says he hasn't seen many players who could change the game like Harrison did. Even now, there's a new player on the Steelers, TJ Watt, who's also showing that kind of magic. James Harrison was so good that he held the record for the most sacks in Steelers history until another amazing player named Watt came along. James Harrison won the Super Bowl 2 times, went to the Pro Bowl 5 times, and got the All-Pro title 3 times. In 2008, his second year as a full-time player, he was like a football hurricane, forcing opponents to fumble 7 times and sacking the quarterback 16 times. That's superhero stuff. Harrison was known for his bone-crushing hits on the field. He was like a tough guy who could intimidate the other team. His nickname was Debo, and even Ben Roethlisberger, his teammate and friend, says he was scared of him on the field. Imagine how other quarterbacks felt. Ben Roethlisberger, who recently hung out with James Harrison, says he's like a teddy bear off the field with his friends. But the scary reputation follows him, and people in public give them space, fearing Harrison's tough side. Even though the game's rules have changed to make it safer, James Harrison's hits were so big and powerful that everyone agrees he was an incredible player. Whether James Harrison believes he's a Hall of Famer or not, there are a lot of friends and opponents who say he definitely belongs there. Now, let's dive into the complexities of Diontae Johnson's performance. From moments of imperfection to contested catches, his journey unfolds on the backdrop of Coach Tomlin's expectations. And speaking of contested catches, remember the controversial call in Week 12? It's a pivotal moment that could have changed the game. Stick with us as we dissect the decisions made in the heat of the battle. Pittsburgh Steelers head coach Mike Tomlin commented on the need for Diontae Johnson to control his emotions during games. This observation came after the Steelers' 16-10 victory in Week 12 against the Cincinnati Bengals. Despite the win, there were moments of imperfection, especially when Jaylen Warren dropped the ball in the red zone in the first quarter. Johnson, seemingly disinterested, couldn't prevent the Bengals from recovering the ball, resulting in a missed opportunity for the Steelers to score. Tomlin emphasized the importance of taking care of the ball to build victory and highlighted the need for Johnson not to let the emotions from a previous play affect the next ones. Johnson addressed the play after the game, explaining that he didn't see it clearly as he was focused on his responsibilities, such as blocking. After a reported disagreement with Minkah Fitzpatrick after the Week 11 loss to the Cleveland Browns, Johnson made a significant contribution to the victory against Cincinnati with 4 receptions for 50 yards. He almost secured his second touchdown on the play before Warren's fumble, but the officiating ruled the contested catch an incompletion, even after taking 3 steps in the end zone. Tomlin chose not to challenge the decision. Regarding the controversial play, Tomlin explained that compromised visibility in the stadium and the lack of quick replays contributed to the decision not to challenge. As we wrap up this Steelers saga, hitting that like button is your ticket to more football insights and stories. Subscribe for all things black and gold, and let us know in the comments your thoughts on James Harrison's Hall of Fame potential and Deontay Johnson's emotional challenges. Until next time, subscribe, and keep the Steelers spirit alive. Thanks for joining us on this football odyssey.